Is your patterning math activity. This is just going to give an idea of your understanding and knowledge around patterns. So if there is a part of this that you find really confusing, or you think, gosh, I haven't covered that in my math, that's actually really good information. And you can just make a note of that. I found this really confusing, or I found this really hard, but I think I got it figured out, or I don't think I've covered this yet in math, and that's fine, okay? What I do want to ask of you is that you are going to at least make your best attempt. There's never any harm on an assessment like this in just providing a guess, as long as you let me know that it was your best guess. Sometimes we might get it right with our best guess, but we have no idea why we got it right. So if we went back to do an activity like that, then we might not be able to get it right with another guess, because guesses are kind of chance, right? So if you're making a guess, that's fine, because that means you're really putting in your effort and trying to do your best. Awesome job, 2 thumbs up. But what I do need you to say is, this was my guess. I'm not sure if I know why. I'm not sure that I have a reason for why I did it the way I did it, okay? Because that tells me that maybe we need to spend some more time on that section so that next time you will know, and it won't feel intimidating, and it won't feel like, oh, I don't know how to do this. All right, let's jump in. I found their instructions for this really confusing, but the activity is worth doing. So with that in mind, I created a little example. This example will not be on the copy that you receive. What it's asking you to do here is to make a shape pattern. And the shape pattern needs to follow this sequence of A, B. Okay, same, different. That's what those letters mean, okay? So I want you to take a look at this and go, why is this a shape pattern? Why is this one a color pattern? Once you have drawn your pattern, then you would make a little note, like down here, to say why you did what you did. So I haven't made a note because I'm not going to explain this to you. This is for you to figure out. But you would make your note describing, this is why I drew it this way. This is why I drew it this way. Okay? And then you're going to come down here and you're going to do a pattern that has shapes and colors and is still a pattern. And you're going to need to say what your rule is for that pattern down here. And then you're going to create just your own pattern that has more than 2 things in it. Might be shapes, might be colors, might be, I don't know what. You're going to continue through the assessment, and this reflections bar is just where you're going to note those things like, I don't know this, I did a guess on this, this is easy, I really hate this, this is so hard. This one, I think I got the answer, but it took me a long time, whatever, okay? But you do not have to write anything in this side column. This is just like, I don't know if your mom ever has said to you, well, I cannot read your mind. I say that to my kids sometimes. I, as a teacher, can't read your mind. So this is like my little window into your thinking and into your brain where you can help me read your mind, okay? That's what that bar is for. You're going to keep going through. And on this one, I gotta tell you, what I would be putting in this sidebar is, wow, I found it hard to work from right to left instead of the normal way that I read from left to right. I found it hard to go backwards. Okay, so before you get started on this one, I want you to take note of where it's asking you to start, number 103. And then I just want you to get a sense of how this number chart is laid out, okay? And then you're going to be asking it, doing what it's asking you to do, subtracting 3 each time, and what pattern do you notice? Okay, and you can use your pencil to shade in those squares. You can use a colored pencil crayon or whatever you might want to use. And then you are going to say what you noticed in this space down here. Okay, and that is your patterning activity. The last thing to note on your patterning activity is you are not done until you get done. Okay, so you might have all these wonderful things, all these answers, amazing thinking, and you've got everything right. You are not done until you get done and you send it back to your teacher. All right, so don't forget that last step because you are not done until you get done and send it to your teacher.